Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright's Spirit of Justice. When we left off, we were friends with a rebel, and they gave us an eyeball that's a secret key to come into the secret base that's in the inner sanctum.
Even
that's
though
a rebel
we're
base.
accompanied by Rafa.
Yeah, but she's not gonna step foot in here.
Luckily.
And we're gonna keep investigating things and take a look at this chain here and see what info we can get now that we're here. The statue door rotates when you pull this chain.
Oh, I see. Then you must shut the door and destroy its mechanism. That will deprive the insurgents of access to this place.
But wouldn't that trap me in here?
Not to worry, I would come to visit you once a year.
She's actually serious. Poor Phoenix. Okay, the water on the floor
Once
here.
a year, as if he'd be alive once a year?
I mean, I am already on death's row, so... So, this is the water source that supplies the inner sanctum spring. Flows through the channel built into the floor before heading outside.
Lady Kira uses this sacred water to wash the taint of battle from her body.
It's also not red like the water in the spring.
Yeah.
So, the one thing that we have to figure out, because when we came to the end of the last video, is we kind of had the realization that it would appear to be that Believe in Me is probably going to be the Lady Kira makeup. But the thing you have to figure out, though, is, and that's going to be the hard part, is what exactly is her motive for doing what she did?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, I know they haven't mentioned it in a long time, but at the beginning of the game, or at the beginning of the episode, they mentioned that, you know, Maya was Lady Kira because Abadenmi's wife was pregnant and couldn't do it like usual. But they haven't talked about her being pregnant, but you'd think that's a big thing as well if she's gonna murder her husband. I don't know, so we'll have
keep in mind, Dat said whoever the Lady Kira Rebel Hunter has been hired by the government.
It's true, but it's still like it's her husband, so that's the hard thing that we have to get down to, is I guess she's putting country over love?
I mean,
I don't know.
You know, the queen's word is law, so...
It's like the Phoenix Wright version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Oh, God. Anyways. Looks like an order from Dirk.
What's this? Let me see that.
Holy shit, your neck's 7 feet long looking in here. I thought you're not supposed to touch anything in here.
This is an exception. Now hand it over. Let's see here. Oh, holy mother!
What? What does it say?
It's an order intended for that rebel named Dats. It reads, after the Wright infiltrate the palace under the guise of returning Lady Kira's costume.
What?
And search for clues about that incident from 23 years ago. Dirk.
23 years ago? You must mean the assassination of Queen Amara. I wonder what the rebels are up to. It's intriguing and all, but it doesn't seem related to the case at hand.
This will not do. I must warn my mother at once.
No need to do that. This order will never be carried out. Lady Kira's costume is still here, and Abadenmi is no longer able to aid the rebels.
I knew that.
Okay. Look at this. This cart with a fucking mobile crossbow unit.
That's a crossbow, yeah. What the heck?
Weapons. Lots of them, too.
We are lucky we found them before they could be used. Excellent work, Barbed Head.
Oh, thanks. If the rebellion ever happens, I hope it's bloodless.
I think it's just, I don't think it's attached to it. I think it's just there.
Well, I mean, it's...
like leaning on it.
Well, it looks like it's on a little stand there on the cart, because that could be one hell of a weapon. Put a crossbow on like a horse-drawn carriage, just tap, tap, tap.
I guess, I don't know.
It's like a medieval minigun, man.
I'm blind. I don't trust these eyes.
It's fine.
How dare those filthy insurgents raise their banner amid such a sacred space? Barbed Head, you must burn it at once.
Didn't you tell me not to touch or damage anything?
This is an exception. Very well. If you will not do it, then I will.
By your benevolence, I thought you're not supposed to come in here.
Yeah,
You can see that face of hers.
right.
For once, the strange customs of this kingdom are working in my favor. Huh? There's something under the banner. A microphone? What's this doing here?
Hello?
Is someone trying to record something with it? Well, I think that covers about everything here. No, we're just gonna gloss over the microphone. That's not gonna be evidence or anything.
Guess not.
Yeah,
Whoa! Whoa! What? Mr. Wright, you shouldn't have come in here before the police.
Sorry, but I was in a hurry. I didn't do anything I wasn't supposed to. Her benevolence can attest to that.
It is your fault for being so slow. I expect the police to work faster and more efficiently. Sorry. Well, Barbed Head, have you not already seen enough?
I guess it's about time I got back to the temple and go over everything I've learned. Hey, I guess it's time to go back home.
Yep.
Alright, we didn't get it as evidence, so we got to keep the microphone
in mind.
In mind, because that'll come temple. There we go. I'll come and play at some point. Don't know when, don't know how, but it will. May 11th, Temple. Welcome back, Mr. Wright.
Oh, Jesus.
How'd it go? Unfortunately, I didn't find anything conclusive. No way.
I do not understand, Barbed Head.
What don't you understand?
Why you did not commit any misdeeds during your investigation. After all, lawyers ply their trade primarily through illicit means and methods.
But who told you that?
My mother. Are you saying she was wrong? No, that cannot be. You must have committed some sort of misdeed right under my nose.
There or so, she wasted her whole day following me around.
What is it?
Your mother's dead.
Prosecutor Sadmati has need of me.
What's going on?
I must go perform a divination seance for Pere Zealot. It is our custom for the prosecution to review its contents before a trial begins.
Oh, great. I see.
The third time will be the charm. My insights will finally bring you to your knees tomorrow, and I will teach that neophyte practitioner a lesson.
Looks like the Royal Priestess is back with a vengeance. She's made a full recovery from when we started the investigation later today.
Yep.
I look forward to seeing you in court, your benevolence.
Your overconfidence will be your downfall. You will not look so confident when I'm finished with you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.
Don't love you.
That's illegal. Actually, I'm not
my
really
God.
looking forward to seeing her tomorrow.
Why do you always turn it into a non-platonic thing?
Especially without any solid evidence. Why don't we got everything you know so far? All right. Let's see here. So, Acolyte Zealot was killed during the Wright with Lady Kira's dagger.
I still want to know what the heck that tattoo is.
It's gonna have to come into play at some point. It's not a rebel tattoo.
And it's not a peach.
Well, apparently it is.
Peach-shaped?
Isn't that it was peach shaped, and it's
That
got a
is
little
true.
it's got a little green on the top. It looks like more like a strawberry to me, but I don't know.
Oh yeah,
And my fingerprints were
again,
found
I'm
on it.
blind. I cannot see.
I am your eyes. That doesn't sound very good. I know. It's the very definition of being up in a creek without a paddle. The day before his murder, Zealot enjoyed a meal with the High Priest, his wife, and Maya. I also learned about spirit channeling here in Karain. None of that sounds very helpful. Oh, but I did hear something interesting. That the robo hunting Lady Kira might be working for the Justice Minister. What? Really? Our kingdom is supposed to be ruled through faith and laws. We can't allow the people to be controlled by fear and violence. Albie, this sounds like something a rebel might say. It does? But if that Lady Kira really is one of Mr. Inga's subordinates, that would exonerate Miss Maya. Unfortunately, I have no way of proving it in court.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad. I almost forgot about the secret rebel hideout we found in the Inner Sanctum. You what?
Yeah.
There's a blood stain inside.
You turned
But I
into a
don't
toad
know-
all of a sudden.
But I don't know if or how it's connected to this case, though. Wow, a secret room in the Inner Sanctum.
Oh boy.
That'd be a huge hit with tourists. This kid really is an entrepreneur at heart.
He really is. Jeez.
What I mean is that hideout could be important to your case. Maybe, but it's still too early to tell. Looks like I'm heading into court without any useful evidence. We'll just pray something appears during tomorrow's trial. Princess Rafa's Divination Seance might be my only hope. There could be some new information in it that might help. The Divination Seance? But I thought it always works against the accused. Not always. Right, it's like Dirk used to say. The Royal Priestess insights are just another piece of evidence.
Yeah.
Really? I never heard anyone say that before. It's hard to figure you out sometimes, sir. Divination Seances work both ways for the Defense Culpability Act. It's only now that the people of Karain find it strange. Mr. Wright, I just wanted to say, good luck tomorrow. Thanks. I can't afford to lose this next one.
No. Or you'll lose your head after.
I've collected all sorts of information, but I haven't even started connecting the dots. If I could do that, I might have a shot at pulling off a win. Rafa's insights will be the deciding factor. It's a huge gamble, but it's all I've got. And so, we move to the next day of court.
To be continued.
Once I save. There we go. Save the game.
Phoenix is pointing at you to save the game on
Save right here. Okay, I did it.
Even though when it'll be up on the channel, it won't be lined up like this. But...
Yeah, I'll be putting Phoenix's own hair. Alright, High Court of Grind Accused lobby.
Hey, Maya.
Maya looks exhausted, but I can't blame her.
Nick, I was thinking about it all day yesterday. I never properly asked you to defend me, did I?
It doesn't matter. I'm on this case till the bitter end.
I know. That's why I wanted to officially ask you for your help.
You got it, Maya. Let's do this. We gotta wrap this up and get back home so you can make your dream show come true. The Steel Samurai versus the Plume Punisher, right?
And she's like, yes, you bet.
Oh boy, I'd love that. Where'd you come from?
He's just... You look as if you did not sleep last night, Barbed Head. It is written all over your face. How can you expect to put up a respectable defense like that?
Now I'm all fired up and I'm raring to go. I guess Maya's not the only one looking exhausted. Yes? Huh? Rafa doesn't seem in the best spirits herself.
Go ahead, feign confidence now while you are still able. For I will see to it that your last rites are read to you this day.
Okay.
She really wants us to die.
Guess it was my imagination.
Ready, Nick?
Okay, Maya, let's head on in. Let's get this party started. Ha! Let's get it started in here.
Oh no. Why?
May 12th, High Court of Khura'in.
Khura'in.
Day 2 court is now in session. All rise for your majesty.
Oh my god.
Now then, everyone is ready.
The defense is ready, your majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay.
Oh, no prayers this time, Prosecutor Sarmadi.
I already offered my prayers for the latest victim during my visit to the crime scene. Being that the accused has already been found guilty of the first murder, let us hasten this trial so we may put this dead lawyer walking out of his misery.
I could not agree more. In yesterday's trial, the accused was already found guilty of murdering the high priest. And today she will be tried for the murder of his disciple, Praise Zealot. Now then, Prosecutor Sarmadi, your opening statement, if you would.
Certainly. The accused has now slain two of the most devout clergymen in Khura'anism. Even the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling, would not be punishment enough.
That still unsettles me.
Then, what terrible fate awaits her?
Oblivion.
Whoa.
A Balgipokon hell, a realm of eternal agony. There she will suffer the endless punishment of Jagar by the Golan of Pulmorton. Furthermore,
Enough!
Thank you, Judge.
My blood runs cold at the mere thought that such a terrible place exists.
I was going to ask for a translation, but on second thought, ignorance is bliss.
Jesus.
Now then, please continue, minus the part about the terrible hell awaiting the accused.
As you wish. Okay, there we go. The victim of the heinous crime was the high priest's disciple, Praise Zealot. He had been training under the high priest while living at the priest's home.
I had met him a number of times, and he seemed like an earnest young man. How tragic that he met such a terrible end.
The murder occurred at the Plaza of Devotion during the purification
plaza.
rite. It was a bold crime carried out while the plaza was full of the faithful deep in prayer. The The warbar dagger was found impaled in the victim's upper back. The stabbing caused a spinal cord injury that killed him instantly.
Spinal cord, yep.
Ah, the warbar dagger. Lady Kira's weapon of choice.
We have already established that the accused prints were on the weapon. Incredibly damning evidence in itself.
Yeah. No, I didn't do it!
Hold your tongue. Now, being that the accused Maya Fey is a serial killer, the prosecution believes that the death penalty is the only possible sentence.
Would the defense care to respond?
The accused is innocent and nothing can convince me otherwise. After all, the crime scene was packed with worshippers. How could my client possibly have committed this murder without a single witness? The accused's fingerprints on the murder weapon alone is enough to render a verdict. As such, I see no need to debate this any further. But...
Well, once her benevolence conducts her seance, it will be clear for all to see.
Your Majesty, might I have a word?
Is something the matter, Prosecutor Satmati?
It is about the Divination Seance.
Whoa.
What the hell?
Your benevolence!
Stop right there, Prosecutor Sadmati. Whoa.
As you wish. Forgive me for overstepping my bounds. What was that all about? I assume that after him seeing it, he probably wanted to stop it.
Because there was probably something in there that we can go off of.
There's probably something good in there. Oh yeah, so he's probably like, let's just not do it.
And she's like,
I have to prove this boy wrong. You teenager.
Barbed head, have you made peace with your fate? For this time, the Divination Seance will bring you to your knees.
I'm ready, and I accept your challenge.
Like, she wants to challenge him, that's why.
The only problem is I have no weapons at my disposal. Our only hope now is what we can glean from the Seance vision and Rafa's insights.
She's just straight up in fight me mode right now.
Yeah.
Very well, the Divination Seance, if you please, your benevolence.
Yes, let us begin. Naina! Fancy.
Coats off. It's getting down to business.
When the robe's off, you know what's going down.
Ching.
Yes. And then the dance.
Oh, Holy Mother.
Oh yeah, this.
Oh yeah.
We hold this divination seance in your name.
Okay.
Let the eyes of
She does not
everyone
sound
here
14.
be clear,
No.
and our ears be unstopped. Oh, dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me.
Okay.
So that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Okay.
Like, she sounds like she could be freaking 25 right there.
Yeah.
That's why I gave her this voice. She sounds more like a teenager.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it. We don't need all this.
Oh, really?
That's too long.
Okay.
It's like over a minute at least. We don't need all that. Okay, now let's pay attention.
But
here.
it was gonna be the last time.
For this case. I'm sure it'll be back in another one. What the hell?
Did we skip it? I think you skipped it, the whole thing.
No, because it was still in cutscene mode. Hang on. Are we?
I think you actually skipped through the whole...
It wouldn't let you skip it then. I don't get it. Why wasn't there anything to see?
Your benevolence, what in the world?
I wasn't able to evoke any sort of response. I called out the spirit's name many times, but to no avail.
What? Just as I thought. Wait, why does he know that we don't? I had sought to confirm the contents of today's divination seance. After all, it is customary for the prosecutor to verify it beforehand. Come to think of it.
I must go perform a divination seance for Prairie Zealot. It is our custom for the prosecution to review its contents before a trial begins.
I mean, to be fair, wasn't his face down in a rug for 2 days straight? So, and that is why I sought to stop her benevolence from performing it here. However, she insisted that it be done. She wished to try one more time here in the Hall of Justice.
And we skipped it.
Well, no, there was nothing there.
It
That
would
was the
appear her
point.
benevolence is tired from her manifold duties.
You know, I didn't skip anything. There just wasn't a divination seance. It was just empty.
I am not anything of the sort. The victim's spirit will not answer my call, but I know not why. It is my sacred duty to convey the truth through the Divination Seance.
Rafa.
What are we to do without a divination seance?
I suppose I shall have to deliver the last rites without them. The prosecution has already taken that into account when preparing for today. I am fully capable of providing the accused guilt with or without a divination seance.
You never fail to impress, Prosecutor Sarmadi.
This is bad. Divination seance was my one and only hope.
How about we have our girl Maya channel this dude instead?
Your Majesty, her benevolence said she isn't tired. So, shouldn't we try and find out why the divination seance failed?
How curious, Mr. Wright. Why have you suddenly taken such a keen interest in the divination seance?
Yes, explain yourself. The Divination Seance is for shedding light on an accused's crimes. It is the Holy Mother's hammer of wrath that is ever praised to pound you into your grave. You should fear it, not plead for it.
I believe in my client. Plus, yesterday somebody told me something that changed my mind. The divination seance was once thought of as just another piece of evidence. If we were to correctly interpret the visions through careful analysis, then they would lead us to the truth behind what really happened. And the truth will show that my client, Maya Fey, is innocent.
The truth is, you don't have anything else to fall back on, huh, Nick?
Maya, please, you're not helping.
How dare you! The voice of a Mitama is to be feared, not utilized by vile lawyers such as you.
Seances exact a heavy toll upon the royal priestess. It would be best not to burden her any further. How does the defense feel they can pose no counterarguments without the seance? No, of course not. It's alright through me. I'll have to find a way to make the divination seance happen or we're toast.
Well, since the divination seance is not possible at this time, I see no other choice. Let us proceed with the trial without the seance, as Prosecutor Sarmadi suggested.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Why, I will not forget this barbed head. This will not be the last you see of me.
Okay. Bye. Now then, I will now proceed with providing an outline of the case at hand.
Very well. If the lead detective would please come to the stand, we may begin.
Emma.
Yo, girl, what's up?
Hi, Emma. She doesn't look too happy. Sorry, Mr. Wright.
Detective Sky, I understand how you would wish to save the accused and the defense. They are your friends, after all. But you must let them go and move on.
This is what he did with Trucy, remember?
Yeah.
But
There's only one way to save them now. By giving their souls a chance to burn away the taint of their sins in the infernal flames.
I can't do this.
No waiting in the sacred hall of justice.
Jesus. Miss Sky! Yes? Don't worry about me and Nick. You just do your job. I'm sure Nick will figure something out, eventually. Right. Thanks, Miss Faye.
How very brave for a criminal with a tainted soul. Very well, Detective Sky. Please proceed.
Okay, I can do this. Let me start with an overview of this case.
And here we go. Witness testimony.
Yo!
Overview of the second murder.
The latest victim was Perez Zealot. He had been training under the High Priest and living at his house for the last 2 years. The High Priest's widow, Belibidni, has identified the victim's body. He may have been mistaken for a rebel and killed due to his connection to the High Priest. That's it? Wow.
I see. Well, that certainly makes sense. Would the defense care to respond?
I didn't spot any inconsistency in your testimony so far.
No.
I don't have any evidence in my arsenal.
No.
What am I going to do now?
Oof.
What is it, Maya?
I was just wondering about how much the police actually looked into Acolyte Zealot. Because it just might prove to be the key as to why the divination seance failed.
I was gonna say I had a fleeting thought of it when the seance failed, but then when they said the line,
Was it actually him?
I was gonna say maybe it was a fake acolyte zealot, because the person who confirmed the identity is, believe in me, who we believe is the Lady Kira wannabe killer. So she would obviously be like, oh, totally, that's him.
Why'd you call him an acolyte?
Or isn't he acolyte zealot?
His name's Pare.
I know it's his name, but they call him acolyte zealot.
No, it's
Because he was
it's
acolyte.
Pare
Because he was
Zealot.
their acolyte.
I know, but
I'm pretty sure that's their formal name for him. Anyways.
Maya's an acolyte. I know that.
Acolyte Faye. All right, so
Acolyte is a noun, not a name.
I'm just gonna keep moving forward.
It's like the same thing as saying, detective.
Before we knew his name, they were just calling him acolyte zealot.
Okay, yeah, whatever, fine.
All right, what are you getting at?
That's not important right now. Well, it's just a hunch.
Wait a second. For my investigation, Griffith told me about how the Divination Seance works. If I could figure out why it failed, maybe she could try it again. Okay, time to press for some more information. Cross-examination for the information.
Looks like we know that, if someone tries to channel someone who's not dead, nothing happens, so probably the same thing.
Yeah, I want to see if there's anything that we can see on him. Okay, shaved head, the 1 dot. Okay, and then we go to, I can't go to the profiles right now. Damn it!
Why?
Okay. Because I was going to see if I could compare the picture to what's supposed to be him and see if there's a difference in there,
Oh.
but probably not. So, alright, I'm just going to go ahead and, training under the High Priest and living in his house for the past 2 years. Got it. The High Priest, widow, believe
Why are
in
you
me,
pushing
has
the buttons?
identified.
Doesn't
I'm just
do
trying
anything.
I want to skip it so bad so I can press this. This is the important part. Was Mrs. Ennemy's positive ID the only way you verified the identity of the victim?
Huh? Well, no. We also checked the ID card he carried and the data in his family registry. But
what?
his personal information didn't match any of the public records we cross-referenced.
Maybe that's why the Divination Seance failed.
I'm not sure what you mean, Mr. Wright.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Fake
It's
name?
a fake name.
Yeah.
The victim decided to hide his identity for some reason. In other words, he was using a fake name. The royal priestess used a deceased face and true name to summon I said uses a deceased face and true name to summon their spirit.
Why, yes. That is indeed true.
If he was using a forged ID and there's no mention of him in our public records, then he was likely an illegal immigrant. They are not uncommon here in Khura'in. An illegal immigrant? Come to think of it, Rafa mentioned something about immigrants yesterday.
But if that's the case, we have no way of knowing who he really is. We'll have to proceed without holding a divination seance this time.
I'd always thought that acolyte zealot was Chinese.
Boom. Okay, anyways.
I didn't say you were wrong. I'm just saying we haven't heard it in a really long time.
Yeah.
Oh, how the high priest must be lamenting his disciples' deception in the Twilight Realm. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think?
How are we gonna get a name?
Should we add this to the testimony?
I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
But this is an important fact. Please add it to the testimony.
It would seem to be a fact most inconvenient for the defense. But if you insist, Detective Sky, please add what you just said to your testimony.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Okay. Do we have a name? He's an illegal immigrant, so we don't know his real
Legal
name.
immigrant, so we don't know his real name.
Huh. Do we have a name anywhere? That's just all Lady Kira, Lady Kira, Lady Kira. That's the weather. Escape prisoner alert.
That was Dats.
Yeah. And then we have...
We don't have a name.
We have to. That's the only way that we can do anything. You know, the one name that we have is the true name of the...
Lady Kira.
That going on. But that might cause a whole uproar in the universe if we bring the name out.
A rift in
there-
the time-space continuum would open up.
There's no name there on the flag. Zealot's autopsy report. That's not going to have anything on it. Maybe that peach is a family crest of some kind. The only two things I can really run off of are... Wait. Is there anything on there? Nope. Before I know what you're planning. My estate won't be anything near Sanctum Photo. So the only two things that we have that can provide anything for us, really, is going to be the name in the Tome of Secrets or the peach.
I'd say present his photo.
I would say that because we can be like, why is this here? It obviously means something, so it must be a family crest. Because that's a big thing. People used to do that all the time. Some people still do that all the time. So I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to see. Objection! Boom, we're on.
Yep. His name is Peaches.
Sorry, Detective Sky. But the police missed something important in their investigation.
Huh? What are you talking about?
The victim was undeniably a Chinese native. And this crime scene photo proves it.
It does?
It's a little hard to see, but look closely. You'll see clear proof that the victim was Chinese.
Where? I don't see anything that would prove that.
This prisoner is correct.
Does
this mean something? Look at this tattoo right here.
Why, that's a tattoo of a peach?
I'd like you all to think about the meaning of this tattoo.
Oh, the victim really liked peaches?
Well, peaches are a favorite delicacy here in Crane.
They happen to be a personal favorite of mine.
Peaches
The
are really
sweetness of the
good.
abundant nectars and the softness of the perfectly ripe flesh. They are a blessing from the Holy Mother herself. Are you talking about the fruit still, or?
Nick, I suddenly got a craving for peaches.
Okay, after the trial, Maya, all of you, right now we have to be a fresh fry.
Now I have a craving for peaches.
Unfortunately, that is not a tattoo of a peach. It is not a peach, you say, then what is it? Take a closer look. Haven't you seen something like that before? Namely a tattoo on the High Priest's brow.
Oh my!
What?
This mark is only borne by members of the Crinest clergy. So that is what you believe it to be. But are they not utterly different shapes? Sure, they're shaped differently, but there's a reason for that. The victim had the peach-shaped tattoo inked over an existing tattoo for some reason. However, the dark red portion is exactly the same as the mark all Crinest clergy bear.
Yep. Hey, you're right.
About 20 some odd years ago, everyone did get one, didn't they? I myself bear one on my right butt.
That is entirely too much information, Your Majesty. Please stop. Information on everyone who honors the clergy is maintained at the temple. All we have to do is look up a monk with a mark in the same spot.
I'm on it. I'll let you know if I get any hits.
Thanks, Emma. That will not be necessary if you seek information on the clergy. I've got it right here. I have it all right here.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my! You never cease to amaze. So tell us, is there anyone who fits the bill?
Shut up, Judge. Shut up. Let me see.
Judge! Bitch!
I'm busy.
What country do you think you're in?
There's just one, and his name is Real Nemu.
Real Nemu. That's his real Nemu.
God. Jesus
Real
Christ.
Nemu is his real Nemu.
Fucking boom.
Oh, that's great.
Wow. They never cease to amaze us at this point. So it sounds like next time we're gonna get a divination seance now that we got the real name of Real Nemu.
We got the real Nemu.
Oh God. My God.
Arumaito. I'm having fun.